And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you my friend. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. I'm Roxanne Wolf. I work for Shore Gourmet, and I am on grants for value add for farmers. This project has been an interesting project. We started with a rural Maryland grant to abate bacteria in a poultry house because what do all the 1,500 vacant poultry houses, what are we going to do with them, and more coming all the time. And part of it, so we actually abated the bacteria with University of Delaware, which is a concept for we can. We actually had a third party come out, GMP and GAP, say, just to say, would you certify this house? It goes, as long as you follow GMP and GAP, absolutely. So that prompted the grant for TEDCO. Thank you, our good friends from TEDCO. We took a look at this innovation, and I had met the lovely Tom Cropper, who was growing spirulina, and spirulina is, as we have probably bombarded everybody with, is a great protein source, is a great plant-based protein that I think COVID has taught us sustainability and having nutritious food is important. Everything here that we're growing, the Chinese herbs, ginger, and we're doing it with aeroponics as well as raised beds. And many of you have seen the spirulina is the nutraceutical market in here. That's what we want to focus on, because how can we make more money for our farmers, interior and exterior? And we will be proving more concepts with that. So many of you here have helped to support us. I want to first thank Gene and Jeff Sharp, who own this property, for having faith that we can abate the bacteria and to be on this project since the very beginning with me. And then the Croppers. Tom had come into the culinary school with his wife makes a beautiful toffee and beautiful desserts if you haven't tasted. And he talked about spirulina. And when the TEDCO grant came up, it just made total sense to grow spirulina. And so his innovation technology has helped to drive this. This is 6 months of work. It's amazing. And once we get Maryland approved, we can start going commercial with this to be another source for farmers. I want to thank the Sharps, like I said, for their dedication. I want to thank my sister Beth with Chesapeake Culinary School for always having the faith and pushing these projects, because everything gets down to feeding children, and ultimately when we can get this kind of protein source into our hungry kids, it's a beautiful thing. But I want to thank Midshore Regional Council for their continued support of this project. Thank you, TEDCO ladies, for seeing that we're trying to do something different and having faith. And now we will be looking to grow this not only for this farm, but this will be the demonstration farm for many farmers. And the goal is not just for poultry houses. This is to take interior space anywhere. If you are in Prince George's County and you have a shopping mall, to be able to take bioreactors and things like that and grow spirulina and feed your people, or to grow crops, or to become more sustainable in your area. Because we know with the weather conditions that having crops is an issue as well. So our goal is to be able to grow in any interior space that somebody wants to. So I thank you all for the support. I thank you for coming on Friday, and thank you. It's just great. It's so exciting to see this. 6 months ago, I wouldn't have dreamed this, and it's such a networking and team effort that everybody has a skill set, and some of you have brought that, so, and my good friend Emiliano as well. So thank you guys for coming, and any questions that you have, please sign in so you can make sure that you keep in touch with us, and when we go commercial, that we can email you so you can buy fresh info. And this is my good friend Tom Cropper, who is the lead on this project.
Well, welcome everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Several years ago, I was giving a talk with two other gentlemen. At the end, we had a little meeting like this, and there was a little 10-year-old girl, and I asked her, I said, "What did you think?" And she said, "I think your talk was the best." I felt good about that. And I said, "So why? Why was it the best? She said, yours was the shortest. So I'll try to do the same, the same here. My name is Tom Cropper. Croppers have been farming on the Eastern Shore since 1692. Actually, 174 years before the signing of the Declaration of Independence, we were raising crops here in the sandy soil on the Eastern Shore. My grandfather, when he plowed with oxen beside the Sinnapuxent Bay, could hear the wild ponies on Essex. So we've been doing this for a while. I've been in IT for 30 years, doing software development. And after finishing up with that career, I decided maybe I like to do a little farming. But not corn or beans or chicken. I started looking over 2 years ago for the best food. What can I grow that would be the best? I had faith that we could grow something that was better than what other people are doing. I had faith that we could cultivate it here, and we didn't know that it was going to be possible. We're growing spirulina, and you've tasted the spirulina. We didn't know if we could grow it up here. 90% of all spirulina grown in the United States is in the South. Florida, Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California. We had faith that we could grow it here, especially when we learned somebody was doing it further north from us, up in Brooklyn, New York. So we contacted them, and they have been helping us, teaching us what they've already, teaching us their mistakes. So we had faith that we could do it. And you're standing here with the proof. We had hope that we could convert environmentally hazardous empty chicken houses into something that can grow green. And you guys have seen that. We had hope, but we also had a lot of hard work. Where's Jeff? Where's Gene? They've been working early mornings, late nights. What time did you get done last night, Jeff?
Went down about 12:15.
12:15 this morning?
Short day.
That's a night shift, right?
Half day, right? And many of you guys have helped us. And because of that, we had hope. I hope today that you can see the fantastic success that they've achieved. Growing spirulina, really growing spirulina here on the shore. Now let me tell you what this is really all about. I've often heard that love is an action verb. Here is an example of that. The woman that came before me is responsible for feeding hundreds of children. During all of these past COVID months, local children have eaten thousands of meals because of Roxanne Wolf. That's real love in action. Now listen closely. Multiple peer-reviewed scientific studies have proven that one tablespoon daily given to children ends malnutrition. Ends it. One spoonful of love in action. Our mission, our hope, our love in action is thousands of spoonfuls going to the food deserts where our children need it most, and anywhere else we need to. So, faith, hope, love, and the greatest of these is love. Thank you very much. Gene? Who's talking?
She's done it.
Look, I'll listen.
Yep, they're all.
They're on that thing.
Let's go get to the tree.
Hi, I'm Jean Sharp. This is my husband, Jeff. We're Farm to Fork Fresh. We are very honored to have all of you here. We are very honored to have Roxanne, even though you don't want any appreciation, we appreciate that you stood up for us when all that stuff went down. And we appreciate TEDCO, University of Delaware. There are so many people. The biggest ones are our family, where they, you know, when we've fallen down, they're like, yeah, we're right here. They're here helping and you know, testing the waters and just making it work. And if this is going to be big for all of Eastern Shore and Delmarva area, I am so for this. I am, you know, so happy that we were able to do this and that we'll be able to help all these kids and farmers. You know, I want to give thanks to God because, you know, without Him putting that persistence and matching us up, because we, you know, He's my other half because He knows the other parts that I don't know, and it just works out so well, and we're so very blessed. But thank you guys for coming. You know, we're always here to answer questions. There's a lot of people that ask me questions on the tour. These are the ones I was telling you, so please come up and get these. These have a ton of information on it. This is going to be such a blessing for everybody. You all who tried it, it's nothing to be scared of. It's good for you.
Nothing to be
It's
scared of.
good for you, and it tastes good. So that's, well,
I'm good.
that's it. That's it. Well, thank you guys for coming. So here's the part for those of you who are asking the question. Wait a minute, where is Wait a minute.
Where is it?
I don't know. Where is
It's got real
Mr.
purple
Raptor?
trumpet like.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Question.
What is that then?
So this tells you some of the
There's
benefits
two of them
the
over here.
spirulina.
I think he
The
left.
Polonia pods.
Oh, he did.
Polonia
Well,
pods.
here these are.
They match your. They
And
match
if you
your
guys
purple.
come up with other questions that you need answered, please ask. If I don't know, I'll ask Tom. And if it's a math question, I'll ask Jack. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.